Holy shit, dude. This song is stressing in a nice, not so nice way. Go fuck yourself. How about that? I don't think it's copyright either. Or I think it is copyright. So, there he is. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, this song, you could like, you could be a pretty happy song to like, just fucking murder somebody to, you know? Alright. Cut the fucking shit. Let's get into this shit. Oh my god, dude. Fucking YouTube changed some shit around. Okay? They changed some shit around and they made live streaming, hey, with our new update, let's make live streaming a lot more annoying. Okay, thank you very much. Welcome back. This is the Luke Morgan podcast. And I was gonna plug into a nice little live stream, have it be all chill, hang out with my boys and girls out here on the YouTubes. And okay, so what YouTube does now is when you hit go live, it makes a stream for you. And so if you want to have a specific stream like format, I think they're trying to make it more like Twitch or something. When you want to make a very certain format, very certain settings, you can't necessarily change that very easily. So what I did was I was like, I don't want to do that. I have some shit I wanted to save this way. So I made another one. So there was two streams, as you could see. So the first one that you guys were in a second ago was not the one that I was going to go live on. But then I ended up I ended up going live on both of them somehow. Like I went to the first one and I changed it to my original settings, but then it didn't like make the other one go away. So what I was doing when the timer ran out and we're just sitting here on the fucking stabby happy music is I'm sitting here trying to fucking delete this other video, this other stream. So, anyway, here we are. Okay? Here we fucking are. How you guys doing, man? How you guys doing? Life is just not making it easy right now, man. Life's not making it easy, okay? I don't even have my fucking, I was gonna light a can. I don't think I will. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna hold up just a second. I need to have this guy going. No. Okay, this guy needs to be going. That guy's he's part of the YouTube channel. All right, I've decided. I was just looking in the fucking monitor. I couldn't see myself because it's a delay. Anyway. We have KSX43, and I'm guessing that's Mr. Bunny. He says KFC, extra crispy. I'm guessing that's him, okay? Bleeding Blue. We have the trusted moderator, Bleeding Blue. Breeding Blue? Definitely Breeding Blue. Breeds all over the place. The trusted moderator, both channels. Andrea Morgan, David Clark. Damn, it's a freaking rave up in here. Easy not making it life. Easy's not making it life right now. What are you, fucking Yoda? Easy life is not. Is there any impression I can't do? I think there's a lot of them I can't do. I was going to talk about something right off the bat, but then like this whole thing threw me off. Okay, I wanted to kind of talk about, I was thinking about like funny shit I wanted to talk about during this fucking podcast a couple of days ago, because I mean it's been a few weeks. It's been like 3 weeks since I even posted anything on this channel. And I gotta tell you, life's been fucking throwing me a couple of fucking curveballs over there. You know, hey, give me old 1-2. Yeah. You know? So yeah, here I am. All right. I put a small list together, and I think you guys can help me out here. I think what I'm doing, I think, in hindsight, I'm setting myself up for a roast is what I'm really doing here. You know? As the title would suggest, it's called the podcast today is called I'm Really Weird. And for those of you who actually know me, you know that no truer words have ever been spoken. Okay? I'm a weird person, and I just wanted to share these things with you guys. Okay? So, and if you have anything you want to, you want to fucking add in the chat here, go for it. Okay? I'm just going to sit here and kind of rattle off a few things that just kind of, give you an idea. That just give you a little bit of an inkling as to what the people in my immediate life. I hope everything sounds and looks okay. Mers messaged me during the countdown. He's like, issues, and I was like, always. Anyway, I'm giving you an idea of what the people in my immediate life have to deal with, especially the lovely Amy. Okay, let's just throw some hearts in the chat for her. Okay, because she has a lot to deal with. Okay, she deals with a lot. Namely me. Okay, I need to turn this fucking light on. My camera's confused. Yo, camera, figure your shit out. Oh, and then my monitor shuts off. Sick, dude. Awesome. Yo, monitor, turn back on, please. Wow, it's been a day already, boys. All right. Hearts for Amy. Yeah. Okay, there's my monitor. I like bump into my monitor, it shuts off. Anyway, so let's just start from the top, okay? Let's just go from the very beginning of life. All right? God damn it. Yo. Okay. So when I was a child, I was a bit weird. I was like, I mean, all kids are weird. You walk up to a kid, you don't know what to think of them usually. They're like, I was like standing next to a kid yesterday, and they just kind of like, sometimes they're like, 3 or whatever. They like stand there, and they're like, just like, they're drooling, and they're just like, sometimes kids just stand there. Like, what is actually going on in your head right now, little guy? Huh? How long does it take for a child to develop complex thoughts? I don't think I've ever compiled a complex thought, so I don't even know how that would work, right? So I was a very flamboyant child, you would say. I mean, I think that you could say that, right? I was like weirdly outgoing. My parents must have thought that I was on some kind of spectrum, And maybe they still do. And maybe my family's like, hey, let's just entertain him. Like, let's just make sure that he's at least somewhat comfortable. Make sure that he's like, I don't know. Let's just entertain his little ideas. His little his I don't know. the things that he likes to do, okay? He's a special boy. Just let him play it out, okay? I was like I don't know, man. I was like a fucking yeah, I was kind of on the spectrum little dude. Like there's a few stories I've heard about myself cuz I don't remember. The goat smile. Yeah, they're like I'm trying to hold back a smile. And like my lower lip comes out. And like my I can't control the corners of my mouth. I'm like trying to hold cuz like I've always like wanted to be like a really serious person. So like I try to like but I have the inability to hold back like a smile, you know? I wanted to be like that big gruff and tumble guy, you know? And then like people would make fun of me or something weird would happen and I'd want to smile, but I don't want to smile cuz I'm a big tough guy. I'm a big boy. I'm a big boy, you know? So we'll have to make a note of that cuz that does definitely apply. Okay, I'm just going to say it so I don't forget it. I have this weird proclivity that I have heard of from other people. Like I guess it's kind of a small sect of the population. I'm not saying I'm special cuz it's kind of fucked up. There's a reaction that some people have to like tragedy, you know? And Lord knows we've been through plenty of that, okay? But like that's actually part of where the goat smile came from. Is when I don't know if it's just a coping mechanism or something from like going through trauma at a young age, but it was like I think it was happening before that though. It's like I hear really terrible news. Like I hear about someone dying. I hear about like some terrible thing happening and I want to bust out laughing. I want to like smile. And I've actually smiled while telling someone bad news. I don't know what the fuck that comes from, man. But it's been a thing my whole life. I think that's partially where the goat smile comes from. I don't know if I've ever met anyone else that I think that runs in the family. Yeah, like I think we just have trouble with emotions, honestly. We just have just trouble processing emotion. It's fucking weird, you know? Anyway, moving on. Popular YouTuber, The Bear, turns out to be a total sociopath. Back to you, Robin. Okay, so we have the overall flamboyance as a child. I was very like outgoing. I would like, God damn it, monitor. I think my monitor might be like straight up dying. I use it like all day, every day, so I wouldn't. Hold up a second. Hold just a second, boys. Oh, my power cable is just a little bit loose. All right. Okay, there we go. I was the type of kid that would like hug everybody, you know? I don't know if that's weird, but it can be a little, I mean, I was just to give you an idea of the full spectrum of how kind of a strange child I was. I was like, I always, like no matter who we would meet, like I remember at one point I was on my dad was a timber faller, so I would go like to his side jobs with him sometimes, and we'd go like, you know, he'd cut a tree down and I would help, you know, as a fucking little kid. As much as a little kid can help, like fucking grab a branch and drag it 10 feet and be like, oh, you know, and then cry. Um, I remember this one point, whoever my dad was working for, I like ran up and hugged them, and it like blew them away apparently. And my dad was like not weirded out by it, but like was like I remember him telling my mom about it and being like, "Yeah, that totally blew those guys away that he was just like hugging everybody." So yeah, weirdly outgoing. And as I got older, the weirdness kind of just set in. I always had this weird grandiose vision of myself, like I was going to be some big star, even as a little kid, a little shit is what I was. But I ended up getting into a lot of trouble as a kid in school. Whatever was acting out or whatever the fuck, that kind of thing. And then I developed this weird thing where some people know me as kind of masculine, right? But I also have this feminine side, and I'm like this weirdly masculine, feminine person. I have like this big, like, I'm obviously I'm good with tools. I know my way around an engine. I like cars and trucks, all that shit. And then I'm like, but then I like usually get along better with women than guys. I usually don't like big masculine dudes. I don't usually like them that much. Is this a therapy session? Am I sitting here talking? Am I sitting here like venting? I don't know what this is. Anyway, is this a podcast? Is this like a manifesto? It's like I eventually work my way into like abusing small animals and shit. Anyway, so yeah, masculine and feminine at the same time. I think where the femininity kind of comes from is I developed like being very self-conscious as a child. And then like I've just always been really self-conscious. I don't know what that is. I mean maybe it's just one of those things where like society tells us men that we have to be like, we have to tuck our emotions away or whatever. Society. I guess we live in a society. But yeah, I've always like, even since I was like, since I was little, I was really aware of like mortality. I was like really conscious of mortality. And I always wanted to be like a healthy old person. I was always thinking about how I would be when I was old, even when I was little. And I wanted to be like a healthy old person. I wanted to have good posture. I was like obsessed with posture when I was like 9. Most 9-year-old kids are not obsessed with posture, especially nowadays. Man, I just saw a 13-year-old kid the other day walking by. He's got that nerd neck, You got that nerd neck, bro. Fucking hang a chandelier off your chin, man. Goddamn. So yeah, always been very aware of like, I think there might be like some very obvious things that I'm not aware of. I think one of the things that I became very self-conscious of was the goat smile, because people made fun of me for it. And then I was always trying not to do that. I've always been like a person that's trying to not embarrass myself, which is really weird for a person who's literally trying to embarrass himself on the internet every day. Now I'm the guy who like makes a fool out of himself every day to the public. You know? It's a weird conundrum. Is it a conundrum? Is that a word that I use now? Anyway. We've been through some of the, like, on the one of the last podcasts, not the last one before that. We've been through all the phases. I had all those phases. Like the first one was the Charlie Chaplin phase. It's like, this kid went nuts. He's into Charlie Chaplin now. This guy's Charlie Chaplin. But if I tried to be like Charlie Chaplin nowadays, everyone would think I'm trying to be like Hitler because they had the same mustache, you know? And then I had the fucking, what was it? I was always really influenced by everything. Like, I was really impressionable to the point where I thought I was the thing that I liked. Or I wanted to be that so bad. And I still have little echoes of that nowadays. You know? I've really made some strides in slowing that down. Like, you know, I wanted to be, it's like, I get into shit, you know? Like I've said before, I get into shit. It's like, whatever I hear about, I want to do it, like, for life, for my life. There was the Charlie Chaplin phase, then there was the fucking Neil Diamond phase, and then there was the fucking Jim Morrison phase. And the, some of this is recycled material, but it's you know, it's compiled into this one thing, so if someone wants to listen later. So yeah, Jim Morrison, Clint Eastwood. I had a little John Wayne phase for a little bit there, Pilgrim. I wanted to be like John Wayne, and I fucking hit women. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think John Wayne hit women, did he? Wasn't that like part of the thing back then? Back in like the 50s, they just give you a woman and you could just hit her, right? Wasn't that a thing? That's like a prerequisite for you know, being like having a woman. Hit them to calm them down. Yeah, it's just like children. They usually calm down when you hit them, right? I don't know. Oh, speaking of that, dude, I have to show you guys this one thing. Hopefully I can find it. It was a rule book for teachers. Fuck. What is it? Was it Ashland Scene 90s or something? Ashland Scene in the 90s. Right. Let me find it here. Hold up. Oh, yeah. The rules. Hold on, let me switch my thing here. The rules for teachers. I have to make sure you guys are still here. Hold up. Where are you? Hey. There you are. Hello. The rules for teachers, 1914. Okay? It's a little sidebar. All right? Relax. Rules for teachers in 1914. You will not marry during the term of your contract. Okay, teachers? I'm looking at you, Andrea Morgan. Smoking 3 packs a day while you're at it, Pilgrim. Yeah, I smoke 60 packs of Marlboro 160s. You are not to keep company with men. Ever. Okay? This is rules. This is like only 100 years ago. Like 106 years ago. Okay? Damn, I think I qualify, fam. You are not to keep company with men. You must be home between the hours of 8 p.m. and 6 a.m. unless at a school function. You must. You may not loiter downtown in any of the ice cream stores. Particularly in any of the ice cream stores. You may not. We wouldn't want you getting all tubby, would we? Huh? You may not travel beyond the city limits unless you have permission of the chairman of the school board. A little typo there from 1914. You may not travel beyond the city limits unless you have permission of the chairman of the school board. Unless there's two tiers of chairman, right? There's a chairman, and then there's the chairman of the chairman, right? I don't know. You may not ride in carriages or automobiles with any man except your father or brother. Well, I guess one of those is out of the question. You may not smoke cigarettes. Well, you did. Okay. A proper woman will not smoke cigarettes. What about the jewel, man? You may not dress in bright colors. We definitely have that worked out here in the Pacific Northwest. I don't see barely any women wearing bright colors up here. Unless they're hipster women and they're like pastel. You see those fucking hipster chicks that listen to that like surf rock? And they've got like the pastel yellow floral dress on. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing exactly? Did you tear wallpaper off of your grandmother's like sitting room and make a dress out of it? What are you doing? Number 9, you may under no circumstances dye your hair. Under no circumstances. We wouldn't want to be having relations with an older woman, would we? We wouldn't want to be having relations with someone who tricked us about her age. Okay, you must wear at least 2 petticoats. At least 2 petticoats. Your dresses may not be any shorter than 2 inches above the ankles. That's not a dress. That's a fucking garbage bag is what that is. What? Okay, and number 12, the most important. To keep the classroom neat, you must sweep the floor once a day, scrub the floor with hot soapy water once a week, clean the blackboards once a day, or African American boards by today's standards, and start the fire at 7 a.m. to have the school warm by 8 a.m. when the scholars arrive. Yes, the scholars. The scholars must be provided for. Okay? So, yeah. So, there's your rules. As a teacher. Yeah. So, that killed a little bit of time. All right. So, where were we? Interesting things, man. You hear like rules, or like those instructional videos. Like I saw from back in the 50s. There's like instructional videos for women on like just how to be women, like how to behave. It's fascinating, man. It's great. If only women today would follow those demands, we would have much more peace and tranquility. I always find a way when I'm doing this. I always find a way to just kind of shoehorn in, to just include a little bit of female suppression. Always. There's always a little bit of that just sneaks its way in there. All right. Oh, that's another reason I'm weird. Subjugation of the females. What am I even saying anymore, man? So I guess, yeah, I'm just a weird person. All right. I have these. I mean, I think this is everybody, but I act differently around like everybody. I've always been very empathetic, which I don't think is a weird trait on its face, but it's when you become too empathetic, it becomes a problem, because then you start like literally molding yourself into the person that you're talking to. So, or the bad one is when you start taking on other people's emotions. That's what I have done quite a lot. And I've had to really like work on it. It's like somebody will be going through some bad thing, and instead of like feeling for them, putting myself in their shoes, I'll literally take on that feeling that they have. Because I think it's totally like, I'm not qualified to even speak on it, but like, it seems to me like maybe it's because I've had such a wide range of emotions that I could just like plug myself into that situation. And then like allow it to affect me. At least I used to have that problem. It's not so much of a big deal anymore. Particularly because I don't like, I used to have, I don't know why, but I used to have a lot of people like approach me or like message me asking for some kind of advice or, I don't know, leadership or something like that. But now I just like, fuck off, dude. I should just avoid that shit. Like, get out of here, man. Like, I ain't got time for that shit. So let's see. I'm just trying to pick this whatever I remember. I don't prep for these things, I wrote down a few things, and I think I had some shit that I wanted to like talk about more. But anyway, let's see. I was a crier when I was a kid. We would go to I remember this, everybody remembers the video, like everyone in the family remembers the video. It's like I wanted to be like polite, but I was also like entitled. So like there's this one video at a birthday party. I think it was my sister's birthday party, where there was a piñata. Okay? Everybody loves a piñata. Are you the youngest? No, my brother's the youngest. I'm in the middle, which explains a lot. There was a fucking piñata. And some jackass hits the piñata, and all the candy goes flying. Fun time for everybody, right? No. Not me. No. Not a fun time for me. Little Lukey boy. I wanted to push in, I don't know. I had this weird sensitivity. Like it was like based in anger or something. And confusion. Because like I was pretty much like diagnosed with a learning disability when I was a kid. So I had like this fucking really emotional tick that, and there's still little bits of it left in there, man. Where I get confused or overwhelmed and I want to start crying. I still get little bits of that, even when I'm an adult, even at 30. But yeah, the kids ran in, they rushed in. They're all pushing and shoving like kids do, like kids go in, you get your candy, you get whatever candy you can, and you move on with the day. Not me. I like tried to push my way in, but then like people were not like letting me in because why would they? And I was like, that's not fair. So I started crying, like made a whole scene, like made the whole thing about myself. It's kind of sad if you think about it, but it's like, it's just basically me being a little bitch. Being a little bitch boy my whole life, man. Like, I'm sure my parents at some point were like, I don't know about this kid, man. I don't know. This young guy, he's a little weird. I don't know where that came from, you know. I realize I'm a lot like my grandma. My grandma would laugh at like the darkest shit. And she was kind of a pain in the ass, you know? Like she would push buttons. She was like kind of like an old comic, you know? You fucking, you're in a certain situation and my grandma, like, she's this little old Greek lady. She's like fucking 3 feet tall, you know? It's exaggerating, okay? Relax. And she would like find a way to like make the situation uncomfortable. And that's what I do. I have this like proclivity to do that. Or it's like, I'll be in a situation and I'm just like trying to see like how far I can push the conversation, you know? I think that's mainly just kind of a comedian-ish kind of brain or whatever. I don't consider myself really a comedian, but I don't think I'm funny enough. But yeah, I think I get that from my grandma, man. Just being the guy that's like, what if I say this, you know? I wonder what will happen if I say that. Like, will people laugh or will they be mad? Either way, I'll be laughing later, you know? By the way, like none of this is like really that serious. I'm not like trying to, I don't know. Some of these things have felt a little weird to talk about, but it's just me like talking shit basically. So anyway, wow, did my shit like totally freeze up on me here or what? Oh, okay, here we go. All right. So yeah. Anybody who knows me, do you have any like stories or like comments as to like pertaining to that? I don't know. Wait, what did you say? What? Look what? Look E.T. pigs. What the fuck? What the what? Excuse me? What does that mean? Looky T pigs? Are you high? Are you on the Juul? Are you hitting the Juul? Oh, the pigs. Now say that in grandma language. Grandma language. Yeah, you go out to the fucking restaurant. She said, look at the pigs. You know, meanwhile she's like fucking chowing down on a whatever, you know. Look at the big pigs. That's great, man. So yeah, I'm a fucking weirdo, and I just wanted to share some of that with you guys. I've been really slacking on the YouTube, man. So some of you guys saw the post. Is another thing that ties into how weird I am. You guys saw the post on Instagram and on Facebook. I was talking about my diet and like how like it really affects me to eat things that have any kind of effect on my blood sugar. I've always had blood sugar issues since I was a little kid. Thanks, Bleeding Blue. Yeah, I've always like, I had this like hyperactivity when I was a kid. I couldn't be settled down. And thank God my parents didn't put me on, some kind of ADD drugs or anything like that. I'm really glad they didn't do that. And if we knew then what we know now about diet, my life would have been a lot different, I think. Like I guaranteed I would have done a lot better in school if my diet was more regulated. If I was at a point where I was able to cut down on sugar and all that, whatever. Like I was when I was regulated, when I was doing okay, I actually did pretty good in school. I actually liked school. But then like I would get shit grades because I could not focus, Cece, how you doing? Hey Bear, hello y'all. How's it going? CC, you still on that carnivore diet, or you fall off the wagon? So yeah. So when I eat, still on it. Nice. How's it going? You losing weight and feeling good and all that? So yeah, I've noticed. So like I really hard cut sugar like a year ago. And then, I was doing pretty good on that. I've noticed before that after not having grains for a certain amount of time, like no grains at all, just like meat, eggs, and vegetables. That's when I feel the best, especially if I'm going to the gym just about every day. Which I have been doing the last couple weeks. I've been like changing a lot of things about my life, so like that's been tough to deal with. But then I've been like sneaking grains back in, and I think my body's just fucking confused, man. I haven't been sleeping very well. As he chugs a fucking Rain Energy. My days are really long, man. I start at 7 a.m. I get up at 7 a.m. Then I fucking, take the dog out. I get the lovely Amy ready for work. Take the dog out. Go to the gym. Eat breakfast. Go do my stream. Then go work. And sometimes I don't get home until like 12 p.m. And then I go do the same thing over again the next day. It's kind of rugged. It takes me a couple hours to wind down after work and all that. So can't believe you remembered, LOL. And I went from always being 155 at 5'6" after my 2 kids, and now I'm 145, very lean, and my acne has cleared, hoping this stays forever. Eating barbecue shredded chicken as we speak. Yum. What do you, of course I remember. I don't have a very big audience. It says I have 2,350 something subs, okay? But I have noticed that there's maybe about 80 people that watch my channel, like on a regular basis. That's how it works on these platforms. Maybe I'll get a solid amount of views if my channel ever gets above 20K. And that's just residual people that happen to notice the videos. I will say for my hubby, he's trying to bulk on the carnivore diet and he literally can't. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. I'm trying to bulk a little bit as well. So I have been trying to figure out a good replacement. You're not rich. Well, one thing that I have, I know if you don't want to eat rice, unless he wants to sneak in a little bit of rice here and there for bulking purposes, that might be good for him. Like maybe he can incorporate something, some kind of healthy thing, unless you're allergic to grains like I am apparently. One thing that I have recently kind of discovered is riced cauliflower. Anything with cauliflower, like all these new things with cauliflower, this pizza crust now that's cauliflower is so fucking good, man. I love it. It's like I like it better than regular pizza because I don't have a bad effect from it. He throws jalapenos on everything, but other than that, he's been pretty strict on it. I used to eat cauliflower pizza and from MOD here in Texas. Oh, you guys have MOD there. We have it here too. They're fucking all over the place. So yeah, maybe he can work in some kind of like vegetable or something that will give you a little bit of carbohydrates to help build muscle. Also, you can look into some good post workouts. I mean, maybe he doesn't have enough fat in the diet. Like amino acids are a building, are a muscle builder. He's 5'8", 155. You guys are fucking short, dude. Oh wait, no, you're 5'6". I'm not saying that I can't say much. I'm only an inch taller than him. Fuck you, LMAO. No, 5'6" is like tall for a girl. Never mind. I'm assuming that you're a girl. His goal is 170 and he's at 155. You're Italian, right? So he needs to gain 25 pounds? Is that what that is? Am I fucking terrible at math right now? No, 15 pounds. So yeah, I would tell him to try to incorporate a little bit of carbs back in. You know, 100 grams of carbs a day is still considered low carb. And if he's fucking trying to build muscle, like he's gonna have to bring something back in, some kind of fucking whole vegetables. And if you want to bulk muscle, you gotta eat like an animal, dude. If he wants to gain 15 pounds of muscle, dude. That's a lot of muscle to build. He's gonna have to eat. He's just gonna have to keep eating, even if he doesn't want to. He's a run. His dad's 6 feet, and mom, I think she's like 5'8". And bro, I'm black, but he's white. That's why our kids are blonde. Well, I don't creep on your profile, okay? Maybe once or twice, I check out once in a while. I look through my subscriber list and I take a look at y'all, see what I'm working with here, But yeah, anyway. Oh, that's why our kids are blonde. That's interesting. That's cute. A bunch of like dark-skinned blonde kids. How's COVID been treating you? I don't have it. So that's a plus, right? Well, I come into contact with people every day. I deliver groceries as my job as of now. So, but that's another reason I'm really trying to tighten it up. I'm been exercising a lot, maybe a little bit too hard some days, which has worn me down, and I'm trying to be careful with that. So I took a few days, step back, try not to let myself get too worn down, because that's how you get it. That's how you get it. I fucking pound vitamins every day. trying to exercise as much as I can stand. And that's how you keep from getting diseases, man. You just stay healthy. Nobody's talking about that shit. I mean, Joe Rogan's talking about it, but people in the news aren't talking about that shit. They're not talking about like diet, exercise. Obesity is a huge factor in everything. All diseases, including this one. Obesity and a lack of vitamin D are two major factors in this disease. I was hearing that like 80% of people that are in the hospital with COVID have they have a deficiency of vitamin D. So take your D and go out in the sun, okay? Get the D. Put the D in your mouth. I live near Houston, and despite what the media says, I've yet to know anyone who's even had it, and the stores and bars are still thriving. Well, you're out there in fucking Texas, boy. They don't give a fuck out there, dude. I want to go visit Texas, man. I've always heard good things about Texas. The food, the people. Houston, Texas, man. So, like I've said before, there's a lot of good music that comes out of there. A lot of good rap music. The Ghetto Boys are from Texas. So yeah, I expect an extra room. Okay? If I'm ever in Texas, better have the bed made for me, okay? I'm staying in your extra room. Southern Love and Hospitality, never meet any nicer people. Yeah, old Dave in the chat here, he's from he's from Georgia, right? Southern Love and Hospitality, never met any nicer people. Very, very nice, yes. I've always been drawn to Southern people, man. You would love Texas, it's awesome. Always been drawn to Southerners. I don't know why, man. Are you from Savannah, Georgia? Man, I've been on like a Southern rock kick. At least, well, up until a couple weeks ago. I was on like this Southern rock kick, man. I had the Pandora station. I had the Flirting with Disaster Pandora station. Cranking, man. Cranking. Out of the windows of my American vehicle, you know? Feeling like a goddamn badass American. I don't know what it is. I love my country, man. I love everybody in it. All these fucking cunts are going on about how America's such a terrible place, man. I love America. I love everybody. It's fucking awesome here. No wonder everyone's trying to get in here, you know? There's like millions of people trying to get in. I think, you know, a lot of the people that talk shit about America that aren't from here, they like try to generalize Americans. It's so funny watching people trying to generalize Americans. Because America, they don't realize how fucking big America is. They make these maps, right? They make these globes, the fucking maps, whatever. And they make America look so small. But it's fucking huge, dude. You could fit England like inside of Texas. All of it. Like the entire United Kingdom fits inside of fucking Texas, dude. They don't got shit over there. I love the United Kingdom, by the way. I've never been there. But I love those guys too, okay? I love anybody from fucking England I've ever met. They're great people. Maybe a little moody, okay? Get some sun. Maybe a little moody. You gonna watch Republican National Convention next week? I'll catch little bits of it, I'm sure. I've been hearing plenty of criticism about the Democratic National Convention. Very, very cringe, I must say. Hey, bro, that's cringe, bro. The Democratic National Convention, the DNC, paid for by the deep state. Go patriotism. Are a conservative bear before I talk my shit? I'm all over the place, Cece. I think I have little bits of everything in there. I try to stay moderate. You know? You can talk all the shit you want. This chat is for talking shit. I've had people from all walks of life talk shit in my chats. So I like seeing people being comfortable enough to express their opinions, as long as they're not like totally toxic opinions, you know? If you come in here saying some person of some certain race is terrible, I might kick you out, you know, just because of their race or something. That didn't come out right. I'm gonna kick you out because of your race. Seeing the roll call from each state and territory on the DNC was pretty good. Dude, it's so cringe, the entire thing. Like they're making how they're making Joe Biden like an afterthought. He's back here. He's like, hey guys, you know, he's back. Like, what are you doing, man? He's just like, he's a vehicle, is what he is. Old Sleepy Joe. I think the Republicans are definitely going to be, they're definitely all going to be together. His wife should have ran instead. Yeah, you don't hear much about it. You don't hear much about his wife. I only heard about his wife, who his wife even was, just today. I think I was watching some fucker Carlson clip or something. CC Rubin says, I heard a thing. It's like Dems want to change USA and Repubs want to keep it badass. I think the truth is somewhere in the middle. I think the very small fringe of each side are like, I mean, I think it's just kind of facts at that point. The really small percent of each side are the loudest. The people that actually don't matter are the loudest ones. So, I mean, it's coming. I don't think you can deny that a lot of it's like the vast majority of it is coming from left wingers, like far left folks. Most people just want to be left alone, man. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Most people just want to fucking, you know, grab the paper from the curb in the morning, take their kids to school, go take a fucking painful shit and go to bed. You know, that's whatever that's what everybody wants to do, like pretty much. Like the vast majority of people. Left, right, whatever, doesn't matter. The people that are like in the center or like whatever, they may call each other idiots like on either side. But for the most part, like they're gonna, you know, your conservative neighbor and your fucking Democrat communist neighbor, they're gonna like be nice to each other in person. I think social media and all this shit has really ramped this shit up, especially during the COVID times. I think there's, I don't know. I'm not for like, I just repeat things that I say every time I do these. I'm not for like restrictions on shit, but like, I don't know. Something's gotta give. Like, people need to start, I think they need to start making like actual conscious decisions on what they do with social media. Like, I think the president needs like one guy, like Joe Rogan says, like a guy that like kind of screens his tweets. I think he like sometimes he needs to choose when to stick to the script. You know, I think that'd be a wise thing to do. And there's a lot of people that like that just need to take a second before they hit that send button. You know, I'm not just gonna pick on the president. Like, everybody needs to just take a second before they tweet that tweet. You know. Yes, it's like the smallest fraction of the 0.0 blah 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 percent has to make an uproar. Damn, I'm full. What, did you just eat a bunch of steak? Anyway, we just went on off a little tangent there. I'll definitely be checking out some of the convention, but I'll probably be hearing about the highlights. You know, like I listen to shit from all over the place. You know, I try to like pull from at least as much as I can handle. You know, I listen to like Ben Shapiro, Michael Knowles, who else? Take little bits here and there. You know, I listen to a lot of Joe Rogan, and he's like right down the middle. You know, I'll be here. You know, I'm sure I'll be hearing a little bits and pieces. I'm not gonna watch the full on fucking convention. You know, I don't think I'm gonna do that on any side of the thing. What about the fucking independent national convention? Huh? Where are they at? Anyway. I think on the surface I'm liberal with the tattoos and anti-government metal music, but with my morals and values, they're more conservative. That being said, I didn't vote for Trump, and I'm not voting 2020. Well, that's your right. That's one of the beautiful things about America. Imagine if you had to vote. If you went to jail if you didn't vote. For one, how many people would be in jail? I didn't vote. I've only voted one time. For president, I should say. And it was for Barack Obama. And I didn't even want to vote. Didn't want to vote for him. Didn't want to vote for anybody. Didn't want to vote for him. It was like 2008. It was the first time I could ever vote. And everyone's like, oh my God, this is the election of the century. Every election, everyone's like, this is the most important election of the all time. Like, just relax, dude. Relax. No, it's not. The presidential election is not that important. Okay? There's certain things that may shift certain people's viewpoints. It's like the idea that Donald Trump is like the face of white supremacy. That's fucking retarded, dude. Shut up. I'm not saying he's a good guy or a bad guy. I'm just saying it's dumb. It's dumb to think that way. Anyway. Hey, I'm still weird. That joke, Kanye West was running and he never even voted before. Yeah. That was hilarious. He may have had my vote. Kanye, what the fuck? Yo, who's fucking messaging? Who's out here? Huh? Oh. It's Mers. I finally got your message an hour later. Cool. Awesome. So yeah, trying to tighten up that diet. That's what we were talking about when Cece came in. I've always had that fucking blood sugar issues. Which is giving me lots of emotional problems. I'm trying to deal with that. Like I was saying, when I don't eat grains and I exercise a lot, I'm good. I'm like, I feel great. So, and even just a couple of days later after So we got these pizzas a few days ago, like 4 days ago. And I was like, oh, I'll just get a gluten-free pizza, right? I didn't have as bad of a reaction from that. I didn't have like a like near as bad as like if I would have had a regular gluten pizza, you know, like a bread fucking wheat pizza. Because we know how people they make them Pacific Northwest pizzas, man. If you ever had a Northwest, you ever had a Pacific Northwest pizza, they really fucking they go crazy on that bread, dude. I came in and shit hit the fan, JK, but be careful. Hey, that's just you, right? That's what you do. You come in, you barge in, and the fucking whole thing goes to shit. No, you're crazy. It's all good. It's good to see you, Cece. Glad you're around. But yeah, you know, if I'm ever acting weird or I'm like it just was, where I don't post on the YouTube channel for 3 weeks, it's probably because I feel like shit. And you should message me and be like, hey, knock it off. You know? Relax, dude. Fucking eat a piece of meat. Stop with this shit, you know? So I'm gonna really focus on trying to stay away from the grains. Anyway, I'm boring people. I'm boring myself. People are like, see you later. I'm out of here. So I am gonna wrap up, everybody. I appreciate all you guys. You're a bunch of fucking savages. And yeah, just, you know, I'm kind of going with the flow these days. You know, it's like I think I'm gonna make a video pretty soon about like blood sugar and the effect it can have on your fucking psyche. I've already kind of made a video about that, but nobody watched it. It was a couple of years ago. But really, I'm just like trying to focus, man. Because like I have a lot of shit I want to do, and in order to get any of it done, I have to be in a really good space. Like to be funny at all, I have to feel good. I have to like be really dialed in. So for some reason, whatever out there in the fucking universe, I'm being watched by something, you know, whatever it's God or whatever the fuck you want to call it. But like I've always felt like I've been really like I can't get away with anything in my life. So I have to like be really fucking dialed in. And maybe that's the same for you guys. I don't know, but like I feel like I have a certain set of talents that I can offer the world. Like I said in my post, I feel like the content that I make or the live stuff that I do provides value, and I want it to keep going, and I want it to be sustainable. But in order to do that, I need to really take care of myself. 'Cause like, you know, the last couple weeks, I've just been fucking like grinding on Twitch still. And I've just been pushing myself through it, man. Like, and that's all I've had the energy to do, unfortunately. So, but you know, going with the flow, just doing what I can. So anyway, appreciate all you guys. I got to go to work. I got to leave in 40 minutes. So go hang out with my doggy, go eat some lunch. Bye, Lou. Take her easy. Love you, Lou. Love you too. Yeah. So the Madre is coming into town tomorrow. So there will be no Twitch stream on Monday. And yeah, just trying to get back into it, you know. Oh man, came in late. Yeah, well, at least you came late, bro, instead of you coming early, right? LOL. You're the best. Aw. You're the fucking best, dude. You hung out in the Twitch stream all day yesterday, man. You're a good guy. This guy, Chris Costello. Hey, Chris Costello over there, huh? Gives me money to play video games on the internet. What a good guy. I'm really, really enjoying. I'm really enjoying Twitch. It may be a fucking sketchy platform. Come to think of it now, like after being on it for a while and doing some research, but but you know, just going with the flow. Anyway, I'm a little bit of a teaser. I think I'm going to bring Donald Trump back to the channel. Just a little teaser there for you. Anyway, I like doing impressions, so I'm gonna bring more of them back to the channel. So look out for that. Have a great fucking day. Keep your bitches out of the kitchen, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.